The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URL
Large talons.
Radio Napoleon Dynamite and Stacy Sturm here on URL Radio this morning.
Why did you go in a decrepit piece of crap?
Did he say decrepit piece of crap?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that. I've seen that movie like 45 times.
Yeah, I forget what part he said that at. But
I don't know. I love that movie.
I introduced my daughter to it the other day.
She'd never seen it before?
She doesn't like things but kitty things. I forced her to watch it.
Ty has loved that movie ever since he was like 5.
Yeah, she
loved
if it's
it.
not like iCarly, she doesn't care. But she watched that, she loved it. Impractical Jokers, one of her favorite shows.
Was the season finale last night?
I don't know.
It was.
I DVR.
I think they said it was the season finale, but the season just started. I remember just a couple weeks
Seems
ago.
Seems like the good
started.
shows only have like 6 episodes.
Well, here's what I think they ended up doing. I think they ended up just shooting like 50 before anybody knew them.
They had to.
Do you know what I mean? And then now that like the season, in order to spread it out since it's successful, they're going to be able to play like 10 a year.
I keep telling Ash when we go to New York, we'll probably see them.
Yeah.
Because, it's a small town.
I don't know how they'd possibly even shoot that stuff anymore unless they go to like the most remote, weird places.
Yeah.
They'd
have to go to like Kentucky.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm being offensive to all of you listeners in Kentucky. Piss off.
We do have a guy, James, that listens from Kentucky quite a bit.
James?
Yeah, James. I'm spacing on names. I'm so bad at names, and that's my livelihood.
Yeah, I'm terrible at names.
I never used to be, though. Spot on I used to be.
I'm a nitwit.
I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess when it comes to names, and I've turned into my mom. What's that movie with that guy? I don't know. Could you be more specific, Mom?
I know, right?
Oh, he's on a plane.
Come on, I can't believe you don't know. Then you're just getting pissed. Like you were having a good day, and then all of a sudden you just get pushed into a corner like you're an idiot for not knowing with a vague description.
Oh, speaking of the guy on a plane, that's not going to be you.
Well, I got booked.
What the heck?
I ended up booking a flight. So for those of you that don't follow me on Facebook, I have to go to a conference for work, and so we had a conference call because we got the go ahead to book our tickets.
Yeah.
So me and the rest of my team were on, and we were all booking our tickets.
Yeah.
Everybody else got through just fine. I got taken to an extra page that said I needed to prove my citizenship or something and get a specific code from the TSA. So I had to leave work.
Because you're on the watch list.
Yeah. I had to leave work, go home, get my citizenship papers, scan them, scan my driver's license, send it to the U.S. government to get a 5-digit code so that I could book a flight.
And you've flown a lot. What's changed?
I don't know. This country is racist as hell. I'll be damned, and I don't care who I offend because
really
this offended me, but I will be damned if I'm at any public function where they do the national anthem and everybody stands, takes off their hat, and puts their hand over their heart.
Yeah.
I will sit down, keep my hat on, and put my finger up my nose. Until there's liberty and justice for all, I'm not. No, screw it.
If you do that, the terrorists win.
They've already won.
You know
they've
that,
already
right?
won by turning everybody into a complete racist.
I know.
You know.
So they did. Just because it's your last name, Ali.
They succeeded. You know, but to my point, right?
Yeah.
How many other people with other non-Islamic last names have done gruesome things? Tim McVeigh killed children, for God's sakes. You know what I mean?
Killed a lot of people.
He was a pretty big terrorist.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, he was former military.
Yeah.
And a Christian.
And the McVeighs probably aren't on the watch list.
I'm pretty sure if my last name was McVeigh, if I was Kameran McVeigh, there would be no problem.
Well, at least not with the airport. I think you'd still get people in the country going, "Oh, McVeigh.
Are you related to that guy?"
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have a problem booking a flight. I'm just saying, when the U.S. government is the one, I mean, fine, I deal with people's bigotry all the time.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's just their ignorance. But when the U.S. government, you know what? If you're so...
Don't you call me ignorant.
But, if the government is so privy and they have all this information on
Yeah.
everybody, right? Like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Then I shouldn't have to go and take time out of my day to send
Right.
you information about my citizenship.
Yeah.
You should be able to pull that up in a database,
Absolutely.
you know?
I don't get that. Why you would have to do that? Why they couldn't just
It's because,
get
you
your
know
social
why?
security number,
I'm
blah, blah,
willing to
blah,
bet it
and then
has-
just look you up.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with seriously protecting people, but they want me to come out here and they want me to voice my opinion about it and say that I'm pissed off about it because they want you, the listener, to hear it so that you can be like, well, at least they're doing their job. But you know what? I mean, if anybody out there thinks that's a good thing,
Yes.
then you know what? Then you are not. I mean, fine. You're a sheep. You know what I mean?
Security is a good thing, but there's got to be a better way to do that.
There's a way better way to do it. There's a way better
Yeah.
way. I mean, go to the International Spy Museum in D.C. You can see how secure we are. It's scary, like the situations that we're actually in that are thwarted because of like James Bond style men.
That's pretty sweet, isn't it?
It's-
Does it
it's
make
very
you want to
sweet.
go into another career?
Right?
Like, I'm like, that's pretty awesome.
I'd be
I want to
dead.
be a spy.
I'd be dead. I'd have sex
Me
with that
too.
one Russian spy chick, and that would be it. I would be dead. She would succeed. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like it bothers me. So basically, and then there's people out there that are like, well, they're doing their job. No, what they did right there did not thwart any attack.
That's just pretty overall. Like anybody last name Ali has to
Yeah,
prove that they're not
exactly. It's insane.
going to blow up a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's just not right. See, now there's no way I'd want to sit by you on an airplane, but not for that reason. Like, I don't fear you're
It's
going
my
to blow it up.
flatulence problem.
It's your issues.
I remember when I was flying all the time. This was before tablets.
Yeah.
So I had my little iPod that I could watch movies on. So I loaded like punk movies and stuff on it. And I'm always sitting next to people that are like watching over my shoulder.
Oh, I know. Don't you hate that?
Yeah, so I got pissed.
But you got to expect it if you're gonna bring the party, Kameran Ali. People
I
are gonna want to come.
I threw a couple porn clips on there. Made it really uncomfortable for people. Hey, you want to watch what I'm watching? You're gonna have to be cool with what I like.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
And if 2 girls in a cup is what I like, hope that breakfast burrito's sitting well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's shut it right down, everybody. We've probably offended today. I should start keeping a tally.
Have we offended people?
I don't know, probably.
I think the only one offended here is me. I'm
And you
offended.
should be.
I'm offended by the country I call my home.
You should be offended. That's not right.
It'd be neat if we had some music that was like violins and stuff while I said that.
So it sounds like you're reflecting from the old country.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I remember the days back in the old country.
Yeah. I mean, really, what's the difference, right? What's the difference between a dictatorship where they control everything that you do and what's going on here?
Or democracy, which
We're almost-
basically
we're almost
two groups
there.
control what we do.
We're almost there.
Yeah. I don't know. I do think, how come everyone's talking about how, healthcare needs an overhaul and insurance needs an overhaul. Nobody's ever once said, I think our government system needs an overhaul.
Well, I think it.
I think just about everybody does because, we have this president, which they're under so much scrutiny and they really don't make any of the decisions. If you look at it,
No.
they're a figurehead.
No.
Congress, House and Senate, they're the ones that make all the decisions. But yeah, we just sort of slide them in and out like it's nothing.
It's proven that they are nothing but a figurehead. I mean, remember the story about the police officer that, I don't know, almost arrested or did arrest that black Harvard professor because he was locked out of his house and he was trying to get in?
I don't remember that.
Anyway,
Oh, that was just, it was relatively recent, right?
No, it was within the last 4 years, but
Okay.
remember that thing went down and then all of a sudden it turned into a presidential issue, like what's Obama's stance on it?
Yeah,
I don't
what's Obama going to
care.
do? Is he going to crack down on the department?
So you know what he did to appease the media?
I can only imagine.
He invited both the police officer and that guy over and had them all have a beer together. Right? He's like, what the
That's
hell am
probably
I
as good of a
supposed to do?
solution as I guess as you could possibly
Well,
do.
yeah. I mean, what else is he supposed to do?
He's-
Fine, I'll address it.
shouldn't
Let's have a
expect him to
beer.
do anything,
Let's
yeah.
have a beer and talk it out then, just to make
Right.
you frickin' people happy. Then he was under scrutiny because some of the beers weren't made in America.
But yet, if you look at what went on with Congress and, House and Senate that night, the people in that place, oh my God.
You mean the picking up of prostitutes? Doing cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know. It's crazy.
Hey, did you bump into these abortion protesters yesterday?
I didn't. I haven't watched the news in a couple days. Where were they at?
Well, I guess there was some on Expressway. I was picking up my kid from school, and we were on Washington, or not Washington, we were on Divide by the Y, and there was a long line backed up because of the road construction.
Okay.
And here comes this just, dumb-looking guy, and he's handing out flyers to every car. Here.
Oh, so
and that's exactly
stopped?
how he sounds, yeah. So he gives me the flyer, and I open it up, and there's, just ripped-apart fetuses all over the place.
Oh, my God.
So I close it, and I littered. Now, if I would have got a ticket for that, I'd be like, fine, that guy.
Right. I didn't want this literature.
He's lucky the light
That's
turned green.
horrible.
Otherwise, I would have got out and whooped his ass.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's insane, But I wasn't the only one
know.
that threw it out. I started seeing people just throwing them out.
And chances are it's not because people believe abortion's great. They just obviously went around about it the wrong way.
Well,
is what I'm thinking.
It doesn't matter if you're for abortion or not. Keep it within your own freaking mental health.
I know.
Because
I have to say I'm not a huge fan of abortion. But you give me some literature like that, I'm all of a sudden not a huge fan of you.
Yeah.
Like whatever you did.
I mean, abortion's, whatever. It's preference, right? But, I now want to get pregnant and have one to piss that guy off. They're only pushing me to do it.
Oh, I would like to see that happen. That'd
I
be
want to
interesting.
go to the abortion clinic and be like, hello.
Oh my gosh. Well, and the thing that they don't take into account is you can't just think that everybody that has an abortion is somebody that just was crazy, sleeping around, just doesn't want to have a baby, doesn't fit into their life. There's so many other circumstances. That's with everything.
Yeah.
Not everything's black and white.
No.
There's people that have to have abortions, or their baby's going to be born dead anyway. Mm-hmm. So, then what do? Do you look out for the mom's health in that case, or do you let her carry a dead baby to term?
No.
No. It's just, there's so many other things that people, that a lot of these people just don't take into.
That guy's probably for the death penalty, though. You know what I mean?
The irony of it.
There's always irony with people that are,
Yeah.
Anti-abortion.
Mm-hmm.
They always have some sort of thing that they agree with that's complete genocide. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're like, abortion's wrong, but what happened in Rwanda's okay because I don't like that nose shape.
Or he might justify it and say the death penalty is okay because, babies didn't have a choice, but that guy had a choice and he killed anyway. It's all
relative, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
know
care.
either,
It's
Kameran
just
Ali.
This world is so full of quacks.
I just sit here and I listen to fun music throughout the day and I drink cappuccino and I just try to...
I watched Boondock Saints the other night for the first time ever.
God.
First time.
Yeah?
I liked it.
It's a bloody...
I like the religious aspect of it.
movie. We are not going to get into religion now, are we?
No.
Politics.
But
religion.
I liked it.
Is there... What other taboo topic? Abortion. What other taboo topic can we cover in the next 10 minutes? We are a sitting dinner party no-no, is what we are.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right?
Yeah.
We have just broken all the social rules right here. We've talked about racial profiling. We've talked about abortion. We've talked about politics. Now we're on to religion.
Should we talk about legalizing pot?
I think if we did this country, it'd be a lot better. Chilled out,
I don't know. I think everybody would be paranoid if they were like me.
Really?
Oh,
You don't
God.
do well on marijuana, huh?
No way, man. I freak out.
Well, then...
I'm not cool, I guess. I used to be cool. Totally lost my cool.
You're fine.
No, I'm not.
You're going to be okay, Kameran Ali. Do you have big plans for the weekend?
No. I got the kiddo. She's got a school carnival. We're going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Is it like a school carnival like Greece? It's the end of the school year. Is she going to put on leather pants like Sandy and come out, we go together like...
Yeah, I bought her some leather pants
Did
for the
ya?
occasion. And some big curlers, you know.
You pierced her ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good to go.
You know, I worked the first carnival that they had,
Okay.
and I decided I'm not going to do it ever again.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I'm just ugly or what, but they put me behind the fish pond thing.
Oh,
You know?
so you just attach stuff to the line?
Yeah, and that was like difficult, man. Because you got your partner who's up front, who's visible,
Yes.
who gets to talk to the kids.
Right.
And then you got me back behind this curtain, feeling like a
Right.
freak, looking for good prizes for kids and boys, girls and boys, you know?
But see, now, look on the positive side of this, Cameron Ali. You don't know who you're disappointing. If you are actually on the front of a game, like I did Duck Pond one year,
Yeah.
a little kid doesn't win. How do you tell a little 2-year-old they didn't win? Oh, you didn't
Yeah,
win.
but see, the thing is, you win
I ended
no
up
matter
getting
what.
everybody prizes, even though they were supposed to have a 1 or a 2. If they
In
picked
mine,
out a
you
3,
get
you
every
weren't.
prize, you know? Everybody gets a prize. But
Yeah, well, I'm from the Catholic school system where not everybody's a winner.
the problem is that... Here. Right? You know?
But no,
But at least they know the Lord's Prayer.
yeah, that's right. We can say it any damn time we want, but or you give them an army guy and they look at you like, really?
Yeah, I don't believe in killing.
Yeah, so I'd almost rather be on the back just putting random stuff
but
on
think
hooks.
about it. You're behind this thing.
You want to be a showman?
No,
you want
the
to be a
kids
carny?
They pull in their line and they're
Yeah.
like, "Aw." Or if they're kids that keep coming back, they're like, "I already got like 6 of these."
But they don't know you're the one disappointing them.
Till I come around the corner and then they're all ganged up. on me.
Sneak out the other side of the, not
There's
the
no
popular
escape.
side.
I mean, they put you in like a storage unit.
Like, I'm looking right face to face to them and disappointing them. I don't like that either. I think next time I work at Carnival, I'm just going to come dressed up as something. I'm going to come in a morph suit.
a morph.
Yeah. You know the weird morph suit that people just walk around? It's like a head to toe.
Oh, like Green Man.
Yeah, like Green Man.
Speaking of something similar to morph,
Okay.
I was flipping through the channels the other day, and there was like the throwback shows
Yeah.
channel. I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that is. It's not Nick at Night. It's something else. Because these are shows that you would never see on Nick at Night. Ashty and I were watching TV, and I flipped through, and all of a sudden I see Mork and Mindy.
Mark and
I'm
Mindy.
like, Ash, you got to watch this, dude. She
Yeah.
totally didn't understand it.
No.
You know? Because I'm like, he's an
They're
alien.
at such a different time than we were when we were kids.
And you can't, like, his comedy in that show
yeah.
is way over kids' head. You know what I mean?
It's still over my head now. When I watch it, I'm like, wow, I think I've just politely laughed when I was a kid. There's no way I could have got
I get
this.
it, man. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, when you were a kid, yeah.
Yeah. There's no way I would have got that.
Nanu. I kept saying that, and Ashley's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, he's an alien."
Yeah.
And that's what he says.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
We all had suspenders and wore buttons that said Nanu Nanu.
I never had those suspenders, but my cousin did, and he wore them for one of his
Yeah.
school pictures.
Yeah. Rocking it.
I'm gonna blow that up and send it to him.
Oh, I thought we were back to the terrorist watch list.
Could be. He's of Middle Eastern descent as well.
All right. Well, I suppose you got to get to work.
I should go.
Well, thanks for coming in today, Cameron.
So I'll be here next week, but the week after I fly to Denver on Monday, and then
if
I
all
don't,
goes well, cross
Yeah.
your fingers.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna be a butthead too. And then I'm going to be back Friday night. So anybody want to fill in for me those days?
Just come hang out
Email Stacy at stacy.
at urlradio.net.
Yeah, and then she'll audition you. It's big shoes to fill. I mean, you gotta you gotta come in. You gotta be controversial. You gotta be angry at the world. Atheist,
hate
preferably.
Atheist and on a terrorist watch list.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most ironic part of that, right?
Isn't that?
I do not want to die because I don't believe in any
In the
sort of
afterlife.
afterlife,
You're
right?
scared as
I'm
hell to
very
die.
afraid of death.
Yeah.
Right? And they think that I'm a threat. I'm like,
You're like,
dude,
"There's
I don't
no way
even
I'm gonna
trust
blow
your
anything
freaking
up."
pilots. You know what I mean? I mean, if anything, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
That
told
is
you about
irony.
the time I flew and there were those nuns wearing the blue outfits.
Oh, yeah, you flipped out.
Oh,
You
I
thought you were
flipped.
going down.
I thought that was the day.
Oh, my gosh, Cameron.
And then when we all died in a fiery crash, the only two people they would have talked about, were the nuns.
The two nuns.
And they would have been on while we're going down to console us, to tell us God and Jesus is waiting for us. And I'd be like, I don't think he is.
I don't believe I'm going anywhere. I think this is it for me.
20 seconds before impact, I decide, you know what? Maybe you're right. And I convert.
I got nothing to lose at this point in time. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
They take me into the lavatory. They baptize me.
Yeah.
I have my first communion. All in 20 seconds. What else do I do? Annul my marriage? Right?
No, you don't have to annul it until you get remarried again.
Oh, really?
Which I don't think you ever will.
Aw. Well, there goes my day.
Have a good day, Cam. We'll see you on Monday.
I'm going to go take a bunch of pills.
Oh.
All right, see ya.
All right. Hey, coming up, birthdays and anniversaries here in just a little bit if you know somebody celebrating. Get them on our list. Email me, Stacy at urlradio.net. That's STACY at urlradio.net. Also, we're going to have the guys from the Vocal Witch Open coming up here in about 20 minutes or so. They'll be in the studio telling us about the big events for this year. Also, some situations to avoid at office happy hour. Or should you even go to office happy hour? Is it a bad idea? It could be. We'll talk about that. Also, who shops more online, men or women? It's really close, so we'll talk about that as well. And if there's anything you out there want to hear today, I'm going to play a lot of music today because I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know if you heard that, but I was I've had a talky week, like a lot of talking. I was out at University of Mary all day yesterday for the St. Alexis Summer Fun and Safety Day, which was a blast. It was really a good time. Had an awesome time. Thanks to Amber, Kylie, the gang out there for having me out there. It was a blast, but I'm losing my voice now. Dang you, allergies. It's tree pollen. Blaming it on tree pollen. So anyway, we're going to be doing all those wonderful things today. And if there's a song you want to hear, email me, Stacy at urlradio.net. That's STACY at urlradio.net. I'll make sure I find it and I get it on our list. It's going to be cloudy, rain, 66 today. Tonight, partly cloudy and 47. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 67. Right now, Dickinson is 50, Minot 45. Fargo 53 here in Bismarck and Mandan. We are, we're cloudy. It looks like we don't have any rain yet, but it's going to be going on and off throughout the day, like I said before, so just be aware of that. And we are at 50 at urlradio.net.